Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's East versus West, where the Miami Heat will be looking to make a statement. And so it's the Heat hitting on the board first. Leonard, no luck.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother, and Kevin Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now, arguably, a top 25 player.
He gets that one.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Pass to Burks. Fires the three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Harden. He trains the quick shot.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
And here's Burks. Outside, Hero. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. A three from Leonard. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. And here are the Heat now. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Heat moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Burks on the wing. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Dunn misses.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Instead, it seems like time and again, the Heat uncover those hidden gems, turning unknowns into big contributors.
That's one of the things they do best, Kevin. The list of names like that is long, but look no further than Udonis Haslem, whose jersey they retired last season. Their hard work culture seems to breed those kind of success stories.
Leonard certainly was in the shooter's head on that miss.
Pass to Harden. Outside Leonard. And it's done in the corner. Here's Zubac. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Here's Ware. And a wide-open look for Hero. And he's good on the three ball. Hero's got 7.
Oh, a dead-eye shooter. Hero is always ready to snipe it off the feed.
That bucket in no time at all.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Ware. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Dunn. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And stolen by Dunn. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Miami Heat. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to Burks. Lets the three fly. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
From past the arc, Miami grabs the miss and is going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Well, the Miami Heat have always been in contention, Stan, for the East, and you've worked in the organization. Why is that?
Well, look, Kevin, I'll admit to a bit of a bias here, but they have a great coach, maybe the best in the league. He's been there since 2008. That consistency and continuity really helps, and this team expects themselves to win no matter what they go through.
Here's Simmons, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Back to Hero. Here's Ware. Inside. Puts up a three. Nailed from three-point land. Ware's got 6.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And Adebayo throws it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Hero. Can't connect from short range. Clippers trail by 10. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
Kicks it out to Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. On the wing, Wiggins. Left side, Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. And it's Wiggins missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Foul for 3. And the Clippers miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Adebayo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Drills it from outside. Hero's got 10 points in the game.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Ware. No good with the triple. Clippers trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jones. Pulls up on the elbow. Another miss by Leonard.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
In substitution, Nick Batum, Amir Coffey.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball.
Ben Simmons.
Over in the corner, Batum. Three-pointer. And Ware pulls it down. The Heat leading by 14. And Greg, you think about what they call floating. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And then Jones with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. To the middle. Stolen by Jones. Here's Simmons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
Pass to Adebayo. The Clippers grab the miss. Here's Simmons driving in. It's good.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Wiggins outside. Miami no good on that time either. Clippers trail by 11. Simmons with it. It's deflected. Hero with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Down low. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
17 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Wiggins. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Wiggins has got 6 points.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's the Miami Heat with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Love's got the ball here for the Miami Heat. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Mitchell. Outside Robinson. James Harden with the rebound. Clippers trail by 14. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And it's the Clippers' ball. They trail by 14. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. To the inside. And the dunk by Love.
Although Love plays with a lot of finesse, I love seeing him throw it down like that, showing how he can still elevate with the best of them.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Coming onto the floor for the
Clippers trail by 16.
Derrick Jones Jr.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Kevin Love.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
The Clippers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
On baseline, Jay. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat leading by 14. Pass to Anderson. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Team foul number 4.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And here's Love, defended by Jones. Good ball movement here by the Heat. It's Jaquez with the drive. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest in.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this is what the offense is designed to produce. Slipping Harden into the corner for a 3. That's money.
Mitchell wide open. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Backcourt violation.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Back to Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And Harden with the stuff.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind. Finish.
The Heat leading by 9. And there's the call on Jones. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Heat have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And Los Angeles with some changes.
Every night, Kevin Love is a double-double waiting to happen. He is a hard man to contain in the paint.
To the paint, here's Zubac, and that's collected by Love. And Love's got the ball here for the Miami Heat. At one point, they led by 16. And again, it's the Heat missing. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Zubac. And yes, it's good.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
.112 left in the third quarter. That's a pick by Love. Fires for 3. Good on the triple. Love's got 7 points for the quarter.
Playing
playing at the 4 or the 5, loves outside shooting, helps provide the spacing, makes him so valuable to your offense.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. Pass to Anderson. Here's Robinson. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Heat lead by 14. To the middle. Here's Coffey. Jaquez with the steal. Out to the wing. It's a pick by Love. Fires from deep. Jaquez can't hit. Clippers trail by 14. Coffey. No good on the triple. Outside Robinson. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Robinson's got 5 points so far. Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Coffey. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat out front, leading by 17.
The Clippers, 33.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Miami leading by 17. There's Hero with the three. It's hauled in by Dunn. Harden has a wide open look. Releases from the wing and drills it. 9 points for James Harden.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And this is why many are high on Hero. Possesses ability to kick it up a notch and just take over. No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Now Burks. Here he goes. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. That three off the mark. To the inside. Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
Why such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And stolen by Dunn. Pass break, here we go. Leonard forces it through inside.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Here's Hero. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Clippers trailed by 10. Dunn shot's good.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
It's Powell on the wing. And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebound, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass. Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Late reaction defensively, he quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 17 points was their biggest margin.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Shot clock at 6. A deep three from Leonard. And Ware pulls it down.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
That's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Harden, no good. Miami leading by 9. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And great ball handling and control on the move. A couple things that elevate Adebayo as a big man.
Leonard on the wing. Screen by Zubac. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Heat.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
40 seconds left in the game. And here is Dunn. From deep three-point territory. Miami grabs the miss.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Fires from way outside. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony. Started rapping and 6 months later